Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to another live stream. Another day, another live stream during the week. On to your tent this time, with Whoopsie, from the Legion team. Hey Plasma, hey Tyson. Hey Even, hey Teufel. Nice to see you, hey Alcoholic, hey TDL. Welcome Capsule. Hey David, hey Anderson, hey Original Gamer. Nice to see you again, Tony. Playing Dave V. With Whoopsie. We both have the new camouflage. The Chaos camouflage. That most of the Legion teammates use during the tournament games nowadays. But we are alone. We are alone and we have to run away. Thankfully I have the speed boost with me. I don't know if you watched the games yesterday. Because yesterday... Whew, the highest 8. The highest 8, well. Yesterday the first games of the top 8 stage of the autumn season were held. We played twice, we played against Win, we played against Emor. Insane matches. Neck and neck. Eventually we won both of them with 4-2 scoreline. So it was a very important evening because we claimed the 2 points. Very important points if we are going to consider playing in the top 4 stage, which we'll of course do. Beating win 4-2 first of all, then losing 0-2 to Emor and coming back with 4 wins in a row. Close out the series, to close out the best of 7 against them. Securing the 2nd point on the leaderboard. Being tied with Luck at the moment, who also have scored 2 points yesterday. Yeah. So getting closer and closer. Hope you're watching, hope you're supporting, cheering. And if you were, you probably noticed what tank I was playing, and it was the same tank I'm driving at the moment, the FV215B. Surprisingly or not, the FV has become recently my favorite vehicle on tier 10 for Clan Wars. And together with the fact that I've been able to be pretty efficient in it, well, I'm mainly driving that vehicle in the Legion team at the moment. Hey Kintek. Hey Jakub. I'm not running calibrated shells on the AV, I'm running rammer for the DPM. The increase in the penetration, I think, is not as it's not that significant because on if I lack pen on the APs, I can switch to APCRs, and because of the fact that the premium ammo is APCRs, the increase is not as significant as it would have been for heat. Plus, most of the times in the AV, I'm farming vehicles in the sides, so it's not a problem for me to pan them. Hey, Fusilier. Yeah, I drove the FV as well, not only the FV215B, but also the FV405. But it was such a close game yesterday against Emor. I made a massive mistake, I agree, after analyzing the games. I don't know if you remember the game on Canal against Emor, where I was driving the FV405. It was at the end of the battle. We had around 970 points, they had 960. And there were 2 Vikers on the D area of Canal rushing me. And I had the whole clip, I had 3 shells, and to both of them I was able to basically clip either one of them. But I decided to shoot one of them once and the second one twice, and because of that, one of them was left alone, left alive with 100 health remaining, and they won points. I didn't notice that during the battle, only shortly after, fortunately. But anyways, we managed to win the whole best of 7 eventually. I'll definitely know for the future to be more careful with prioritizing the targets. I need to somehow rescue. See, he's in the middle. As I told you, I'm in the V. I'm farming vehicles in the sides. There was an E50M. That's the VK. I'm farming vehicles in the sides in the V. And if I have the improved DPM thanks to the rammer, and if I'm farming the vehicle sides, it's just a machine gun. I can even HE vehicles in the sides. Actually, the only reasonable, in my opinion, argument in terms of choosing the calibrated shells would be the increased penetration on the HEs. But I think it's, even without the calibrated shells, the HE pan is good enough to be able to pan all the heavies reliably. Especially 85, because yeah, In Clan Wars, at least on the European server, you see 4 or 5v5s every single game in the enemy team. And it's just a farm fest for the 2-1-5B. I'm not playing with Whoops on voice at the moment. I may join the voice chat later on though. Hey Rodda. Hey Spice, you win. You can hash the sides of mats even without the calibrated shell skin tech. Of course, with increased penetration it's even easier, because sometimes I have to admit, you don't pan with HEs, even though you are aiming at a flat angle, at a flat side. Hey Jakub, my equipment on the 268? I will show you after, after the battle, no problem. Hey Nick. Still sick, Nick? Hope you get well soon indeed. Yeah, well, first of all, I shouldn't have been alone there in that situation on Canal. But even though I was alone, it was still winnable, because they had to cap the base. They had to stop the base. I was full HP, so I could have risked. I should have risked. Even if I decided to push the Vickers, and if he decided to run away, we would have won on points. So it was a win-win anyways. I either kill him or he runs away and he leaves the D base. And we win anyways. Hey Banana. I haven't tried a V with calibrated though, so I don't know. Well, to be honest, I only have like probably around 20 battles in randoms in that. Oh no, whoops. And I've only recently started playing that vehicle in Clan Wars, so... And only with Rammer. So I can't really tell you which one is better. I find, well, at least from characteristics, that Rammer is a reasonable option. So is the calibrated shells, I think. But going into this position is not really reasonable. Yeah, that was not the best choice to go there. Suddenly all of them appeared. Will be a really hard one. Well, even though Whoops lost HP at the beginning, he's still healthy, unlike me. The next stream we are playing the next matches, if you are TDL, if you mean the autumn season, the top 8 stage, the next 2 matches are tomorrow on Wednesday. The games are held every 2 days. On Wednesday we'll be playing against, if I'm not mistaken, against Souls and Raid. Lots of one-shot, but I'm not really sure if Whoops can do it. That's for still almost full HP, but he's not really willing to use his HP. So meanwhile we are waiting for the IS-4 to die. I would really like that if you could click the like button. I had a 3-week-long break from live streaming, so any kind of help, your presence during live stream already means a lot. But the like button can also do a lot and help a lot in terms of the live stream promotion on my channel. So click the like button, will be really helpful if you could do so. Yeah, well, not the best teammates, not the best team, but me dying in the middle for free was pointless anyways. Okay, the same platoon in the enemy team. Same platoon. This time on open start. Have to be careful, have to watch out in order not to play over aggressively. Yeah, I was supposed to show the equipment on the 267 as well. Hey, 17 IQ. Nice to meet you. Sure, I'll definitely show the STB loadout as soon as the battle is finished. Talking about tips, well, it's all about the positioning. STB is different than other mediums. That's why. That's why you shouldn't really brawl with mats like the 1.4 or T62A because you simply have no chance against them. They have way more DPM. They have way better guns. But what you have and what they don't have is the reliable turret armor and the reliable gun depression. So it's all about your positioning. It's all about your whether you play aggressively and passively at the same time in order to use your tank characteristics as best as possible so that you don't end up face sagging 140 because then you have no chance. I have to rush to 103, I feel like, because they're rushing the left. Target. Aim. Double the 103. Oops, it's sliding. We all have the same camouflage. There's one more behind. I think Whoops can finish. Exactly. Hey to the group, welcome, nice to see you again. Sudden fire. A lot of damage. Eight. Bouncing. We just have to go in, even though I'm pretty low, we just have to go in. I can sacrifice my HP. Should standard be out even. Can shoot weak spot. Go to 6-8 reliably. And I should be even able to finish him off. Because I have rammer. There we go. Yeah, the load of the thingies equipment on the 268. This is my equipment, running calibrated shells. Running calibrated shells. This is the only, I think, questionable choice. I already explained a million times that even though you have thousands of penetration, the more penetration you have in a TD, the better. You don't need insane DPM if you can pan your shots, because you don't always have the opportunity to shoot, and when you have one, you have to use one. STP. This is my loadout for the STP. Rammer though this time, in order not to make the DPM completely trash. And the rest as shown. What stats do we have on the FV? Nearly 50 battles, 80%, 3k average. Definitely can be improved a little at least. Even I'm playing the FV now. I'm playing the FV. I'm mainly playing the FV in tournaments nowadays, so I'd like to practice a bit. I don't really have that many battles in that tank yet, as you saw, not even 50 battles in randoms. Of course, I'm training tonight as well. I'll be playing this vehicle, of course, but I think the more I practice, the better I'll be, particularly in that tank. Just like with the 268, I have over 3k battles in 268 in total. Not even taking into account the amount of battles played in trainings. Okay, heavy traffic. Yeah, it's the rush hour. Hate fetish. What am I even doing? Mouse in the ditch. A rare encounter. What is he doing? And I didn't even... No. He's climbing? Is he really climbing? No way. He's completely useless there. So whenever he wants to peek, you just bully it. And if he doesn't peek, he's completely useless with all the health he has there. Whoops, scared the whole D flank. Yeah, I thought I was playing a 268 Nick. True. But the playstyle is not that different from the 268, to be honest with the FV. You have to play really passively. And I'm good at that. That's why my teammates let me play the FV. Because they know what I'm capable of. Because if you go in with the FV, you'll be just targeted straight away. And you won't be able to use the advantages of the vehicle, which is the gun, DPM. The HE penetration. Kappa. Just a crew remaining. Steamrolling the enemies. Hey Tunzi. Yeah, I've recently passed the 300 million credits mark. Now 301. I mean, Devi received a huge nerf when only Devi was played last year. It received a huge nerf, then nobody played with it anymore. And then step by step, the vehicle was rebalanced again. It was buffed once, twice, so it got back the HP. It still has the reactive armor consumable. And I think it's a unique tank. You won't play 4 or 5 FVs anymore, just like you do with E5s at the moment, because you have the E5s, which are just more versatile. but if you can take an MV additionally together with the 45s, I think that's a really good combination. WW. We can definitely kill him. Is he alone? He's alone. Speed boost. Further, to take their attention. Meanwhile, Whoops can clear the 140. Which I think I even bounced. He's a one shot. Now I can pressure them. Here, they're not running away. They're making a massive mistake by going in. I'm just baiting them. I have my teammates next to me. Soon they'll arrive and we'll all kill them. Who should we target? The leopard, I guess. I'll Whoops with the hurry. Leopard can be finished, I believe. Okay, now it's even. It's a 4 versus 4, but they have way better tanks. They probably have a full HP 100 still alive. And our leopard is... yeah. I feel like still I'm not really performing at the best level. I've just come back home, by the way. At tennis training. Finally. Aim my shots. Because I can't even panel stock M103. Something is in B. I'll have my consumables again though. Stock M103 is just too armored. But he got overconfident. So did the 268. Which I can farm. Oh no. To go back as fast as I can. There's a TD behind me, I believe. Which they can farm. Points though. Whoops, managed to finish the grill, that's nice, we can still win this. I can still survive even a shot from the 100. That's an easy clap. There we go. They got baited so hard, they pushed into me to 6-8 bounce. I had the speed boost, which allowed me to go back into the ditch. I was supported by the Yag. Even though he died, we just killed them afterwards. Hey Kevin, nice to meet you. Hyped for the Swedish tech tree? Not really. I was hyped at the beginning, but then after testing that, that vehicle, after it got nerfed while testing, I was pretty disappointed. But I'm looking forward to it being introduced in the middle of the top 8 stage of the autumn season. Well, I don't know who had such a brilliant idea, but I'm definitely looking forward to experiencing that change in Clan Wars. Yeah, no risk from you. True, I need to calibrate it even. I can't even pen the M103 who is stuck. Hey Connacht, nice to meet you. How am I so good at the game? I have never given up. I've always tried my best. I've been playing for more than 6 years. I had certain goals, which I set for myself, which I have been chasing. Never give up, believe in yourself, and you'll eventually get there. Every dog has its day. I don't think Cranman will be a meta tank, but it will be definitely featured in Clan Wars. It won't replace the E5 suddenly. It's not versatile enough. After nerf, hey the wolves. Update comes out tomorrow. Which FV? Tunzi? This one I'm driving? I really like it, it's insane. Hey Tequila. Hey Christus. I'm not sure if going to the right side is the best idea because it seems like they're all going to the right side. I can play Hull down maybe here. Wait for them in case they want to flank. Yeah, I remember Tunzi. You did a good job on Port Bay back then. Okay, we traded 1 for 1, but we're about to lose it well. So it was not really worth trade. Yeah, I can show you my 5 as well. Why not? After I finish the battle. Oh no. It's like the best idea to come here. It's not the best idea. I need my TDs to help me. Help. Can we double tap the Conqueror? Now I can face like the 1 on 3. Spend on cheeks, it's possible for me to press my gun. Blocking his gun. There's an FV. My driver is dead. He's struck. Oof. Oof. Insane. That was a close call. 1v2 at the beginning. Halt. I held for long enough so that the tortoise could help me. But it's still not one, we're all one-shots. Not sure where the Sheridan is. Haven't seen him. There he is. Yeah, well, the traverse and the speed with the dead driver is not very breathtaking. There we go. Back to normal. Another battle, another win. What legendary camo do I prefer in Crown? I haven't seen the legendary camos. I saw one was like with some green and blue details. I don't really care about legendary camouflages, to be honest. Just a waste of gold in my opinion. Yeah, Tunzi, I was willing to play with you, but you didn't want to play, so I had to unfortunately play with Honor back then. Hey Redline. Hey Zap, nice to meet you. Hey Teamco, welcome. I play with 2 thumps. Connaught. I play with 2 thumps on an 11-inch iPad Pro 2018. And any advice on being a better player? It's not a question with one answer. There are so many factors. You sometimes think the most important thing that you sometimes have to accept and admit your own mistakes. First of all, you have to be able to realize them and be aware of them so that you could get rid of them with time. Watch other people play so that you could see a lot of different perspectives, to see a lot of different things people focus on, so maybe you can benefit from that somehow. That's why I'm also streaming, to help as many people as possible. Maybe somebody will be able to benefit from the content I'm producing. Meanwhile, I'm learning as well and improving. Yay, 5 consumables, don't worry. Kappa, sorry. But well, first of all, you have to learn the basics. You have to learn all the tank's characteristics, learn all the maps. So whenever, or no matter what tank you play, no matter on what map you play, no matter what tank you encounter, you know what may happen. You know for how much HP you can be shot. You know what position is the most beneficial or the most suitable for your tank. And what makes you not a good but a great player is the ability to be flexible. So you're not doing the same thing over and over again every single battle. When you, for example, play Castilla, you go to the right side, you go to the windmill every single battle. You're a good player if you can do it. It's all about adjusting to the enemy tanks, adjusting to the enemy lineups, adjusting to what your team has, what tank your team has. Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble again. What is this? I can't play like this in the Vigos. No. They're still bouncing. What is this? Okay, now I'm farming. I'm just farming. Well, it's a pity my AMRAC is down because I could have been just farming them. Because they got pretty outsmarted. I'm one shot now. One shot. Can we finish this guy? Wow. Still alive. He missed! What? No! I'm tracked. No. If he hadn't tracked me, I would have been possibly able to hide from the Canaan one. Maybe even finish them off. Maybe they can win, but... No. I should have been able to finish off the Canaan one. I should have gone to the middle first of all. But I believe in Whoopsie and his... STB woke up. I believe in his clutching capabilities. Okay, I can see the camels. I play with 2 fingers, 2 thumbs. 215B is definitely worth it. For both randoms and tournaments. It's a great vehicle. Like, it's not that hard to play at the same time. You have an insane gun. The only difficulty is when to go in and when to play passive. As you saw, I struggled this battle. I went too aggressively. I went in the middle. Even though we won, like if I hadn't played over aggressively, I could have fired more damage. But that's, well, it was lucky though, because the team responded, reacted with a push on the other side, and then they were farming the mouse, the VK, and whatever else there was in the middle. Meanwhile, I was dying. But most of the times that won't happen, and when you die alone in the middle, you'll lose the battle because your teammates will be spectating the game rather than trying to help you. So the only difficulty I see in playing that vehicle is when to go in and when to play more passively to maximize the efficiency. The E5 consumables, by the way, and the news. Well, if I played with tanks and people strike, I would have to have every single single tank in my garage. I'm trying to give general tips for every, well, general and also personalized, because I play a lot of battles during live streams. Maybe I'm playing only a few vehicles, but I am playing lots of battles so that you can see how I am able to react to what I encounter. When I play, for example, one battle in every single vehicle, okay, you will see me play in the vehicle. I'll do an ace, and what? I think you need to see like all the perspectives. It's hard to learn playing a vehicle just after watching one battle. Every single battle is different. You'll play against different opponents, you'll play on a different map, you will have different teammates which will be more or less likely to help you. That's why if you want to be a great player, you have to be flexible. No matter what you encounter, you're still able to cope with it and adjust to every single situation. Farming guys stand from the magical bush. Even though I'm not a 268, I'm going in now. I saw the opportunity. The mouse is in the middle. I'm making him, well, basically stuck here. He cannot fall back under the bridge. I've been set up for fuck, but I don't have the extinguisher anymore. Mouse. No, face hacking the 7. Who sets me on fire for a second time in a row? Okay. 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 I'm pretty stuck. The turret is... What is this? But... Okay. Yeah, I brought a pan for the barbecue indeed. So now I'll show you the E5 consumables. Hopefully. Sure, ask me any questions you have. Any question that is bothering you, feel free to ask me. I'll try to answer as many as possible. I'll try to follow the chat. During the battle I'm most of the times unable to, so after the battle I'm mostly answering. I'm running Rammer. Connaught, I'm always playing with auto aim enabled. So yes, it was stopped by the mouse, but I did a very quick and sharp move so that I could like escape from the mouse and quickly jump into the T92's frame. I have low sensitivity, and with sharp movements I can like change the target even if they're close to each other. You can side script with FV, but well, if you're playing against a proper opponent, you'll be definitely punished for that. So I don't really suggest it. You don't take FV to side scrape. This is my E5 loadout, by the way. Hey Eggy. Hey Godfather, welcome. Do I ever play with subs? Yeah. From time to time. Sometimes in game modes. Most of the times. Sometimes I'm hosting live streams while I'm playing, for example. One or two battles with a viewer. Let's see the news. The tier 10 teams have been insanely incredibly bad recently. I find both of them ugly, to be honest. The teams have been insanely bad. Tier 10 is the most team-dependent tier, you know it already. We are in the middle of the event. We are in the middle of probably, I don't know, some kind of lockdown still in some countries. Kids have lots of time to play. Some of them are going to online school, so they have more time to play. They have more time to grind the events. They have more time to play the game. So, well, the servers are flooded with not really professional players, I would say, which has a huge impact on the win rates. That's why, for example, my 30-day stats are not even 80%, they're 78, and my win rate kept constantly decreasing. But well, we have to cope with it. It's not the first time, it's not the last time. The noobs were there, are there, and will be there always. Thanks to noobs, we can have more than 50% win rate at the same time. But well, overdosing noobs and bells can be lethal. I'm sightseeing, by the way. I'm again playing too aggressively, I feel like. Soon they will all turn around and kill me. Whoops, he's yelling in. Feels like he's playing a clown war battle. Kappa. From T95. From here. Can even use AP, I don't need to shoot gold. Can double tap him. Meanwhile, they're rushing our spawn. We're killing their spawn. I think it will be a better trade for us because, yeah, because we can kill 3 vehicles for free. They can kill one more. I wanted to scan the rock before. Didn't have enough penetration to pan through the rock. Let's just go. Why am I even... hesitating? Never worried. You mustn't be fearless of anyone, even the mouse. Very tracking day 5 with some racked. Letting the T92 finish. And just one tank remaining, the battle is bound to be won. Kappa. Nice aim. Yeah, this one is better. Huh, whoops, bounced. There we go. 4k probably. More than 4k. Yeah, well, yesterday was important. Even though we maybe were not playing with the strongest opponents on paper, we were definitely playing against top 4 contenders. So the securing these 2 points was pivotal. It brought us closer to making sure we qualify to top 4. But well, it's just the beginning. Still 5 more matches to go. Still lots of battles to play. But well, 2 wins, 2 times, finishing the best of 7 with a 4-2 score. Definitely satisfied with such results. Yeah, well, if you want to be a competitive team, there has to be so much information conveyed. Everybody has to be talking. The mid-tier players don't really realize. They keep saying that there should be one leader who is the only person talking, and there should be silence. It's completely wrong. Everybody has to be talking. Of course, the leader has to be making the final decisions, but everybody has to be talking. There's no time. The battles are so dynamic. There's no time for everyone to look around. You have to be focused on your own game. So whenever you see something, you have to say it, even if it's obvious. Of course, well, I'm not talking about useless information that I don't know. I'm going to switch my ammunition now. Yeah, let's not exaggerate, but for example, something shot me from there. That's probably this tank. I am spotted. I may be in a crossfire. Help me. There's an STB there. What can we do? And then other people will be able to have more time to give a call. We cannot just be muted. Because okay, we'll realize that somebody's crossfired, but we'll realize it after some time, and it may be already too late. On the higher level, you'll be always punished for your mistakes, and there's no room for mistakes sometimes. Whenever you have the opportunity, you have to use it. Phoenix actually in the team, the enemy team. Hope Whoops can outplay, so that we could take care of the chieftain and the E5 shortly after. Trap. T30. Oh, I'm not sure what T30. Whoops can finish. To farm the chieftain. No. I think they'll... Okay. Insane shielding my Whoops. Yeah, I set him on fire even. Whew, outplayed. Outplayed. I'm not the team captain, I'm rather the team manager, managing all the tournament things. But I'm sometimes calling as well during the battles. Yeah, Whoops makes the general call. But he's helped with lots of like co-leaders. It's impossible, especially when he's playing mediums. It's impossible for him to be able to see the whole map, especially when he's rolling 2 versus 2, and he has to be able to outsmart the enemy opponent. He can't outsmart the enemy opponent, look around, tell everybody else what to do, and make the correct call. It's impossible. It's a mobile game. Hey Sheridan, nice to meet you. Show my stats? I can show you my stats if you don't know my stats. After the bell. Hey A2109S, nice to meet you as well. My highest average damage on a tank? I don't know, to be honest. I don't really pay attention to average damage. I'm playing rather to win. I'd rather win a game with 1000 damage than lose one with 4k. But we can check what's my highest average damage after the bell. See you, Godfather, thanks for coming. Hey, Cheeky Squirrel. Sorry if I'm not really able to follow the chat. There's so many of you chatting. I'm really glad. We have 45 viewers at the same time. That's insane. I'm unable to follow all your questions while playing. Trying to answer at least most of them. Sorry if I skip somebody's question or message. All good, Cheeky. How about you? Fish climbing a tree. Well, it's an easy quad. Come on. I mean, you have to. You cannot generalize. Everybody's different. Everybody's unique. Sea clubbers are unique human beings. I'm useless. Don't know what to do. To be honest, I'll just come to woods, and we can kill the leopard. And the V after. Okay. Bleeding. Oh, V. Oh, was okay. It's not the best decision to come. Well, maybe it was, but it was too late. It was too late to push. Should have pushed way earlier, but well, we also lost so many times for V. He bounced. Oh, but whoops, didn't manage. Oh, he bounced. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Fire? No, almost. No chance. Hey James, welcome. My highest damage in one battle is nearly 9,600 damage in the 268. I even have a video about that replay. Make sure to watch it. It was the most insane game in my entire life, my entire career. Reasonable in damage in tier 7, 2000, on average of course. For me. I'm fine with 2000. I know I can put 5 on average, but I'm satisfied with 2. Hey Edward, welcome, welcome, nice to see you. Great to see you again. The E75 TS is a nice tank. It's a nice tank if you like chubby and armored tier rates. I don't really like them. So these are my stats. We have just passed the 38,000 bells in total, 80.66 win rate, over 2.1k average damage. And let's see my highest averages. These are my highest averages on my account, tier 10s. Some of them with not many battles indeed. Around 3.5, 3.6, even 7, but not many battles, only 50. 3.4, 3.3 mainly. Hey Rogue. Hey Boomer. VK90, maybe Con. I'm playing the FV now. Yeah, and this is my first account, by the way. The only account I have. playing on the European server. $2K is not much on tier 7. If you can survive long enough, it's 2K is nothing. Most of the times it's 10 shots. 10 shots. If you are playing with a low alpha tank. So it's 8 to 10 shots, I would say, depending on what tank you play. Why is my name object free? I was playing Peaceful of Tanks before. I was searching for a nickname because, well, my first nickname was of course connected with my real name. And well, I was playing Peaceful of Tanks, and there are tanks called objects. So I wanted to become one. I named myself an object. And free because my father's account is object 2, so I was object 3. Follow up. It's pretty simple, not really complicated, and I've never changed my nickname since then. Because I find it pretty unique. Short, catchy, and fun to see. I like my nickname. Can play more aggressively this time with the Foch. No, I won't be streaming the tournaments at war because I play slightly worse while streaming than when off stream, and I wouldn't like to, decrease my performance on purpose. When I'm playing TDs, when I'm playing FV, when I'm playing farming tanks, I have to be able to deliver as much damage as possible. There's no room for mistakes. I know this, my teammates know this, that's why they let me play these vehicles. And if there's something which may decrease my performance, I should rather avoid it. So I don't find the idea of me streaming the tournaments reasonable. I hope you understand. You can watch the tournaments because they are commentated by all these commentators. You can watch Juicy's live stream if you want. I can show. What the hell? What? I can share my post battles analysis, thoughts, whatever. We can analyze the games afterwards together if you want, but I'd rather not stream them. Does he really hold 2 Kenyatta Hall of Fame games? Insane. Yeah, he has a few battles in the Kenyatta, I think a few thousand even. I think there's already an object 4. Hey Chubber. Yeah, I don't think Juicy has any problems with that. But I think when it comes to me and my performance, we're playing 5 now. I am playing slightly better when not streaming. So why would I decrease my performance on purpose? Why would I stream? I know it would be enjoyable for you guys, but it may. I'm not alone in the team. There are nine other players in the team which dedicate their whole evenings every single day, 3 hours a day. And even though it would be enjoyable for you, definitely, well, it wouldn't be really enjoyable for them if we lost because of that. Especially when it comes down to, well, little mistakes that decide about the outcome of the battle, and that cost money eventually. this time some money. Not $300 anymore, but slightly more. Yeah, you can always hear me during Juicy streams as well. Trying to be vocal whenever it's needed. So chop though. I mustn't lose any HP because we are just chasing. Oh no. We are just chasing them and they're killing our tanks and we are killing nobody. On the other hand. Tortoise is making a massive mistake though. Yeah, they're killing another tank for free. We are doing nothing. We should have gone with mats. Only have one repair kit, so I'd rather save it. Watch out for the TDs though. There's a gap I can shoot 50V through. Oops, it's still healthy, I believe. I think I can shoot him through there, to be honest. But there's a T-54. Keep losing HP unnecessarily. I'll have to face like this R7 though. He has to bounce. Oh, we should have definitely gone with the match because they just died for free. We pushed the heavy saw, but we pushed into nothing. Hey, MasterCard. Was I playing in any well-known clan in PC? No. No, in PC I was rather an average player. With around 1600 WN8. I was playing Clan Wars. But well, back then I was 9 years old maybe. So it was not really possible for me to develop to such level. Okay, let's change the tank. Maybe we can play the 1-on-3. Hey Authentic. Hey Balvin. Hey Stygian. Hey Chris, you're welcome. Thanks for coming. See you Stygian. Hey Explosive. Hey Buska. I'm 17. Hey Nathan. Welcome back. But you should dust train in training rooms every single evening. 2 to 3 hours a day. Okay. To aim more carefully. Hey Vihanga. Definitely aim more carefully. Aim. He'll peek again. I have to use that opportunity, finally. I'm at the front lane though, so I have to watch out. He's peeking like crazy. Track him with damage this time. I don't even think he has barricades, so I can track him again. It was somewhere here though. I think we need to kill him. Yeah, 268 left E5 alone. Can just finish him off and then go for the TDs in the middle of the city. Leopard. Okay, I'll take the hit. 75 crossing, which I can farm or something on the left. He's dead. Yeah, that should be a win. They pushed into nothing again, and we farmed the enemy 5 who kept over peeking. Did I really bounce? Really? You can't you can't maintain your performance. You can't even reach the pro level without training. Training is the only thing which makes you improve. The more you train, the better you are. If you don't train, even though you have the best players in the world there in the team, if you don't train, you'll be eventually outplayed in top 8. Or even in qualifiers. How much in a week? 3 hours every single day. Every single evening. 2 to 3 hours every single day. I'm training in 2 hours, for example. Hey, fun part. Yeah, Win doesn't have insane win rates, and they're insane. Clan Wars, they have always reached top 8, sometimes even top 4. Last year they reached top 4 in Twister. So even though the odds have always been against them, okay, they always manage because of how good they play. I'm in the best position. I'm in a really bad position. Okay, the Mets can't see me anymore. Only the VK can. I can just run. I don't think he can find me. From there. Yes. Okay. Can advance a bit further, I guess, on the T95. We have to rush here. Oh no. Hello. Bounced. Can help the mediums though. I need to kill the T95. I need Whoops' help though, I'm just a one shot. It's a bad decision to go there. I can finish the Sheridan. Oh my god. Not really, I guess. No, well, seems like this battle can't be won. They're all bouncing. We were all bouncing. I was bouncing. Wow, so many. Hey Carson, welcome back. My W8 is, I don't know actually. My W8 is not that high compared to my clanmates. Because I have been mainly playing TDs, Tardless TDs. And W8 depends on the tank you're playing with. So I have at the moment from 30 days 3.5k. Overall career W8 on my account is 3.8. Dropped around 100 last a few months. Yeah. Yeah, that's why my win rate, my last 30 days win rate is 78%, a red line. It keeps decreasing. My max was 80.76 in August. Region is not recruiting anymore. Let's play the 268. Let's go. Nice, good father. How do you play the Vicar CR? Just like any other medium, you have incredible turret. You have such a comfortable gun to play with. Find yourself a great position where you can use your gun depression to play hold down, and no other tier 8 med can stand any chance against you. That's why it's so good. 4k W8 is a lot. If you can keep it up throughout your career, well, that's insane. I have 3.8. Farming them on the way crossing. Yeah, I bought Vickers Light, by the way. I bought Vickers Light. I have 50 battles in it because I was testing that vehicle. I haven't played a single battle in it after it got officially released. But while it was being tested, it was even worse than at the moment. And I have over 3.7k average damage in the Vickers. And well, with the fact that I don't really play for average damage, it's insane, I guess. But the fact that I can't really help my teammates because I'm a Tardless TD is not promising. And they all just keep dying and bleeding. We have to kill the T-57 first of all. Cannot peek like this now. There's 268. T-57 is still alive though, come on. Nice, fine. Can help them. Can hit that. Okay, bounced. This may be still one. They have 3 tanks low HP. As long as the T-22 can survive somehow, I may be able to land one into the T-22. No. Whoops is low though. I don't have any shots. Why are they playing so aggressively over the ramps? Like, I can't help this guy. If they're just playing hold down, I can help surely. With pleasure. But what can I do? If I move out of this position, I'll just get deleted. If I don't move, I can't help them. Okay. Okay, I see. Yeah, I'm just going out of here. I'm done. I'll try to get rid of the force so that we can make it a 4 versus 4. So that, well, we can maybe think about some movement afterwards. It helped though. I really help. Oh, it was a bad decision. It was such a bad decision. Unlucky. What can I say about tomorrow update 7.3? Nothing. I didn't really follow the patch notes. I only know that the crown one is going to be introduced, which is promising, but disappointing at the same time. Because I thought it would be a bit better, but it got really nerfed while testing. Which tanks can increase your win rate? Mets and heavies. Not TDs. I mean Mets and lights mainly. Tanks with which you can actually clutch battles out, which have mobility, which have DPM, which have turret. TDs are really bad for win rate. Tier 10 is really bad for win rate. Let's try some Mets. See you, Tunzi. Hey Terrified Turtle. I always play with auto aim enabled. And it doesn't affect my focus fire or performance. I have to go A. In tournaments, because I have been playing with auto aim enabled for more than 6 years, I've been playing with it enabled in tournaments for more than 3 years, competitively. I just got used to that. Sometimes I have to admit, indeed, you have to fight with it. But, well, for me, playing with 2 thumps, even just occasionally playing without the auto aim, that's a torture. I got used to fighting with it with like quick sharp movements, which helped me change the target. I don't think tier 10 at the moment is the most reasonable option if we want to even consider talking about reaching 81%. It's impossible in tier 10. For me at least. We started with 90 though. Okay, they all came back. I don't know, to be honest, if the cat vomited. It wasn't really important. In the middle of the game. was a risky move, but I think it paid off because I escaped the city. We killed the MX, and I killed the V now. But still, we're at a disadvantage, and we're about to lose another vehicle for free. That's tier 10. You just watch your teammates die. You can't help them, no matter how hard you try. It's impossible. They go to such positions, they do such weird thingies that it's impossible to rescue them even. They just vanish. Sometimes you don't even notice when half of your team has been given the ticket to the hangar. No, 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 no. Don't grind the Swedish tank for when you're new or average. I would discourage you from that. It's not the best idea. It's an auto reloader. It's a slow vehicle with very, very bad DPM. No, I wouldn't say that's a great choice. Okay, maybe we can still somehow win this. I don't know how. Okay. But we may maybe win to some cups at least. It's a good decision to cap the sea base. But the sea base may be stopped. Guess I'll just run away. If he caps C, he will win anyways. If he chases me, he will win on caps. There's no way the Yak can get to A. Yeah, he realized. It's one. Easy. Hey, what up, thanks, Blitz. Yeah, even though Last is a great player, even though we were pretty built on combat, I don't think 80% with him would be even reachable nowadays. Not so sure about it. Hey Algie, welcome. Nice to see you again. It's 6:18 now, indeed. One on three. I played a few battles in the 1-on-3 Rush City, by the way. Hi. I'm playing Mets now because, well, the win rate decreased a bit. Let's see if I can increase the win rate with Mets. CTTL. I'm at 80.65 at the moment. I still keep decreasing my win rate. My 30-day is still below 80. It's around 78%. Hard times. I don't even think Type 62 is a good tank for win rate anymore. I don't think it's a good tank for win rate. The Type 62's era is gone because of tanks like Smasher, like the recent, maybe not recent, but the tier 7 heavy tank, DPM and HP and armor buff. Type 62 is just helpless. The introduction of Smashers, some Lycans, whatever else you can think of, tanks and collector vehicles. Type 62 is just, well, bullied. Tech 3 tanks are way better than the Type 62 now for win rate. Just a simple Tiger P. Black Prince. They're way more reliable. Okay, the Jag in the back. I have to focus on the T-62 way. I have to, well, make sure I plan my shots, because he has way better DP. I'm already wasted the HP advantage I had. Now we can kill him. Hopefully. GG. There we go, I win. Cup victory. Even Tiger won, you know. Can try that V maybe. Well, KV2 now has been pretty neglected after the nerf. Nobody even plays it. It's no longer fun. It's no longer, well, it's never been reliable. It's just, I don't know, tasteless. Really overextending. Playing the V can definitely hash him even. So I can do the same to the Leopard. Even hash the lower plate. Even 100 PT on the left instead. He's stuck. Spotted, I think. I'm still spotted. Even is alone though. And they're all standing in the middle of the open. They're all crossfired. We even have the cave control, so they can't even move out of there without getting spotted nor crossfired. I'll push in a bit for the Jag. Oh, actually, wow. No. Okay, he missed. It's not the best position. Somebody has to help me though. Exactly, the fish came. I'm a one-shot already though. Oh no. That was lucky. Hello, Fosh? There's still a Jag. You haven't noticed. Thanks. Can't hit. M60 is terrible. M60 is terrible. Buttons. Just one of the worst mediums at the moment. It's too versatile. When you're a jack of all trades as a medium especially, you're a master of none. Wow. Clown Fiesta. Both from me and him. Hey Chris, nice to meet you. Any advice I could give for a novice tournament team? Keep training, keep practicing. I know when you're building a new team, especially if it consists of not necessarily professional players, it's really hard to build a stable one. Because like the players there, they have some game understanding, they have some battles, they have some experience, so and at the same time people expect results straight away, so it's really hard to build a stable one. And in order to improve your results, you have to keep training. You have to first of all gather people who will be able to devote their time. It's really hard to gather such people for a non-professional team because like you have to spend a lot of time and you are not really going to be rewarded in any way. If only entertainment and enjoying the time spent together is your reward, there's no other reward because whenever you encounter a more experienced, better team, you are bound to lose. And players expect insane results straight away. So whenever there's some failure, whenever there's some loose streak, they'll leave the team, and the team will collapse because it will be a new team, not really bonded one, and the whole team will be split. So try to gather such players in the team that will not rage quit, that will not leave the team after the first defeats. Players which will be able to devote, which will be able to sacrifice some things. Of course, you don't have to be training 3 hours a day like we do in Legion. By the way, these guys are throwing, but you can always have an hour to spare. And if you are able to gather such people, then you keep training with them. Understand each other, get to know each other better, develop your playstyle, understand what you like to do, come up with your own tactics, come up with proper lineups which will suit you better. What else I could say? You won't be able to reach the level which is beyond the ordinary by doing nothing. You have to practice. Hey Daniel, welcome. Maybe you can try tier 8. Tier 10 doesn't seem well lucky today. 70%, 70% of course is always reachable, but it's not satisfactory for me. It's not really beneficial for my account. Hey Tudor, I don't recommend Patton. A2109 starting with that. I recommend Vickers. I recommend the E5, which is very versatile and very enjoyable to play. I recommend grinding Russian mets to get to know them better, to get to know the Russian medium playstyle. I could recommend 268 if you want to play some TDs. 50B as a Clipper is a great choice, but not an easy one. STB, now the line is more comfortable. Still, well, quite painful, but the STB is definitely rewarding. Make sure to click the like button, guys, by the way. We have 42 likes. We have nearly 40 viewers, so I'm sure there's still somebody who hasn't clicked the like button, which is really, really helpful in terms of further livestream promotion. I'll be really glad if you could Help me with that. Just one click away. Whoops, in day 75 from the event. The enemy force though, what is he doing? What am I doing? See you, Spicy. Oh, the enemy TDs are just stuck behind the rock. And we going in. I may be able to, yeah, somehow rescue the stand B. Whoops, set him on fire. And in this way we should be able to clear the whole flank. Even though it costs a lot of HP. We will do it eventually. They still have heavy tanks remaining though. Well, that's not good news because the only heavy tank is the Jag. Me and the Borsig, so TDs. Turretless. Mainly turretless TDs. I unlocked my A75 2 days ago. I wasn't really playing for the event, but I just got it while playing casually. It wasn't hard, to be honest. For me, as an experienced player. For somebody who is not that experienced, what could be quite tough. Because this time it's not the amount of battles you play, but how good you play in them. I like this approach. Of course, not every event should look like this, but such events should also happen. No worries, hey. 140 is a great vehicle. It was my first tier 10. EG in tier 7, surprising. I did even mainly on the 268 to be honest, I think. On the WZ. No, not on the WZ, I already had the tank when I started playing the WZ again. I was playing mainly 268. With like 4k average damage sessions, so it was pretty solid. I'm not even playing Kanyotsu anymore. Last month I had 33% in Kanyotsu, so I decided not to play with this tank anymore because it's impossible at the moment to keep up the stats I have in that vehicle. It's no longer possible. So I have to find some equivalent. I think this tank is the Kanyotsu equivalent on tier 8. It's insane. I don't recommend copying strats from professional clans because they Most of the times these strats require quick decision making, insane cooperation. You won't be able to use them efficiently. They will rather make you lose more than win more. I would say you can definitely take some strats from the top 16 clans. I'm sure there's lots of tournaments where you can see them play. I would start with taking their strats and then, or maybe not taking one, but trying to experiment. And then coming up with the proper your own playstyle and making your own strats long term. Unless you are lucky enough to have a tactician in your team, which will be able to serve a few tactics for you already. Hey, Thomas. I don't know, Thomas. Do you have any tier 10 in mind, any tier 10s in mind which you would like to unlock? Was Vickers the right choice, by the way? No, Kanyotsu is no longer playable. It's impossible to win it. In Platoon, solo. It's terrible. No. Or what? No. Well, winning gives you more credits, of course. Of course it does. If you win a battle, you're more likely to deal more damage, so that you could earn more credits additionally. But now you can earn so many boosters, credit boosters, premium account for free from the events. You can even earn premium tanks, as you can see, 75, and they earn some credits. Maybe you won't make millions every single battle, but they are definitely coefficient. You don't have to spend that much money in order not to become broke. It's not PC World of Tanks. Farming this guy out. Decided to come here very aggressively. Because I saw my KV5 alone, and I feel like I can help him pretty reliably, as long as he can take the hits. I can support him with lots of DPM. We're not in the best position though, we're in the middle of the open. And we keep bouncing. And there's a VK cross-firing. I just need to hide here. You can perma-track the VK. And then we'll be 2 versus 2. Oh, this is a really terrible position. But maybe we can somehow cope with it. Should just reload, I guess, to IS5 or somebody. Yeah, it should be a win. A sloppy battle, but eventually you won. You can give up on cup lead as long as you can get something else instead. For the mid-tier teams, getting cup advantage is pivotal because teams on that level, they cannot react to that. They'll fail 75% of the times. So once you have your cap secured, if you're a mid-tier team, an average team, you are so close to winning. On the higher level though, it doesn't really matter who has the cap advantage. Sometimes the cap advantage may lose you the game, surprisingly. You don't need cap advantage as long as you have positions and map control. Yeah, well, copying strats won't work most of the times, but you can copy some idea, especially if you're a beginning team. I don't see any problem in that. Yeah, well, by the way, we'll play 1 or 2 battles more, and I'll be finishing. Streaming for more than one and a half hours, so like promised, nearly for 2. I still need to charge my device for the training later tonight. I have to rest a bit, eat something maybe. Can use the cheeky possession. As long as I can climb, well, I will think I will give up on that. Because I see the enemies rushing through the open. Yeah, well, I wouldn't be really willing to try hard if I was a mediocre team player, because like there's no reason to play simply. If you are not enjoying the game, there's no other logical argument. There are no rewards. There are no tournaments for them. Once you meet a top team, you will lose 99% of the times, unless it's a best of 3. Then you will lose most likely. So why would you continue playing him? For me, Clan Wars is the most enjoyable game mode, that's why I'm playing. I'm not playing for rewards, even though like they're available for the top teams. You know what I think about the rewards though. Like if I was playing for rewards, I can't even imagine that. Try harding for $300 most of the times. This time it's different indeed, but still. And even the $300 are like not certain. Only the best of the best will get. So it's impossible to play for rewards in Blitz, because there are no rewards. Flanking, heavies, netherless TD. Object free production. Kappa on the edge. It's a club. Yeah, let's play the last battle. Let's play the last battle with Whoops. And let's finish the live stream shortly after. A 2-hour long live stream in the afternoon. Should be definitely enough. So the very final battle on T-Red with Whoops is played on Malinovka. Good enough for the tank. Can come to that ditch. Come to the ditch to farm them in case they rush. Okay, let's do the no auto aim challenge. Kappa. Yeah, well, acing every single tank is not an easy. It's not a piece of cake. I don't really care about acing my vehicles. If I manage to ace them while grinding them, I'm fine, but if not, I'm not really bothering. That's why I have like 60. I have aces on 60% of my vehicles. No auto aim is crap. Yeah, make sure to click the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done it yet. It's really helpful. If you're enjoying the content, of course. Hopefully. Well, playing without auto aim is too easy for me. That's why I don't play like that on a daily basis. Yeah, same other thing. It's possible for me to ace every single tank I have played with either. But I think you can restore them for gold. I don't really care about aces, so why would I waste gold? But if I did, I think there is some opportunity. Easy. Before ace without auto aim. Already 3k damage. Okay. Okay. Still alive. Oh, that's not nice, unfortunately. So many vehicles in front of me. There we go. No auto aim challenge, 4k damage. Another problem, I guess. First class, the very final battle of the last stream. Thanks, Whoops. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We finished with 80.65, slightly below 80% after 25 battles. Yeah, so that was it. Thanks for coming. See you later. Thanks for all the insane questions you have every single day, and for your presence, of course. That's the thing that means the most. See you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.